Okay, for the folks at Whittier Christian High School, here's a quick overview of using an if formula to grade a quiz made using a Google form. Now, there's lots of overviews out there for creating a quiz using a Google form, so I'm going to skip that part and dive right into the if formula. So you can see I've created a quiz about the Irish rock band U2, of course. I've got a couple questions here. Who is the lead singer? Who is the lead guitarist? And how many members are in the band? I've also got some sample data submitted by students. Now, for your own quiz, you might imagine many more questions and many more students. But I'm going to dive right into the if statement in the first open column. I start out by typing equals if, open parentheses, and you can see I'm getting some guidance from the spreadsheet. It's not terribly helpful, so let me blow that up for you. What it's saying is equals if, open parentheses, test, comma, then value, comma, otherwise value. As I said, not terribly helpful. I'm going to simplify it a little bit. Equals if, open parentheses, test, then otherwise. Three variables we're going to have to fill in. Let me break it down for you. The equal sign says this is a formula. The if, of course, says this is an if formula or an if-then statement. The first thing here is the test condition. We're going to be asking, is this true or false? If it's true, then what should happen? This is if the condition is met. Otherwise, what should happen if it's false, if the condition isn't met? So for example, if we were looking at a total student score, and we said if A2, which is the student score, is greater than 50, the student will pass. If not, the student will fail. So the test condition is A2 is greater than 50. If it's true, if the condition is met, the student will pass. We put it in quotes because if it's not numbers, the condition needs to be put in quotes. In this case, the spreadsheet will actually write the word pass. If it's not true, what will happen? The student will fail. In this case, the spreadsheet will write the word fail. So how does that look in my U2 quiz? So if B2 in this case equals Bono, again, it needs to be in quotes, needs to be typed exactly as it appears. Then what? If it does equal Bono, give the student 1 point. If not, give them 0 points. All right, that kid got it right. For the next question, I say if, in this case, C2 equals the edge, then give the student 1 point. If not, give them 0. On this question, my student apparently didn't study very well. Finally, on the last question, if test value is D2 equals the number 4, the number of members in U2, then give the student 1 point. If not, give them 0 points. Ooh, another 0 for this student. Now that may seem like a lot of work to grade those 3 questions, but once you can highlight all those at once, grab the corner and drag down for all 180 of your kids, that starts to look like a real time saver. Well, we've graded individual questions, but big deal, right? What we want is a total grade. That's easy enough. You can use a sum formula, which is more or less self-explanatory. I say equals sum, open parentheses, highlight the cells I want to sum, close the parentheses, hit return, and now I've got a total. Again, I'm going to drag it down for all my students. I've got total scores for my kids. I can easily create an average by taking their total score divided by the total I know is possible, and fill down. In this case, I'm going to format the column as percentages. There we go. That's a nice accessible number. Now finally, you can do a real clever nested if statement to give them letter grades. I've created one here on the last slide that you can copy and paste. You're just going to replace A2 with whatever cell you happen to be testing. So in my case, I'm testing I2. So I'm going to paste this in here. I'm going to change all my A2s to I2. And sure enough, that first kid got an F. And if I fill down, I can see 2 of my students got an F. Whoops. I'm going to put percentage points in here so it's reading these as percentages. There we go. 2 kids got an F, 2 kids got an A. Time to reteach.